everybody, welcome to this week's Sunday GAB Sesh. I want to welcome all of my subscribers that are joining me this Sunday, and welcome to any new subscribers that I'm getting. I am thrilled to pieces. I get so excited. You guys have no idea. I get so excited when I get a little notification saying so-and-so has subscribed, new subscriber. It just I get very excited about it. I'm absolutely pumped. I'm getting close to that 1,000 mark of subscribers. I think I'm in the upper 800s, so I have a little ways to go. But I'm not one, I never started this out to see, how many subscribers I can get. But I have to tell you, it is a little bit addicting, looking at how they are quickly kind of accumulating, because you guys make me feel that I'm not talking to literally nobody out there, which is how it all started not very many months ago. I started my YouTube channel in January of this year, and I mostly was just doing makeup tutorials, a few chats about skincare. I think I have one about pore size and what happens and why our pores tend to be more visible as we get older, so I talk about that in that one. I have one little touch on dermaplaning, what it is and why and how I shave my face every single morning just with a regular shaver as a form of exfoliation and smoothing my skin. So I have that one. And I have a few others, because when I first started my YouTube channel here, it was connected and is connected to my business name, which is Jillian Skin Therapy. And in case you are new and you may not have checked out my earlier YouTube videos that I uploaded back in the early part of the year, I am an esthetician in the Pacific Northwest here. And my initial intent really, and still is, to focus on the skin and how my philosophy toward aging and treating skin in general. So that was my early videos. And then I started getting on the wig journey. And I am having so much fun with it. There is no way I couldn't have shared this with you guys out there. And yeah, so I've only been wearing wigs for a few short months now, and I'm just documenting my journey. And I hope that anybody that is thinking about maybe doing the wig thing because of whatever the reason, with me, again, my hair was thinning until I'm just so sick of dealing with trying to get it to look like anything. But there are those of you that may be suffering from hair loss due to medical reasons, and so on. So I just was hoping that I could do this to help other newbies out there gain any kind of help, resources, and whatnot. So this Sunday's GAB Sesh is about a couple things. I wanted to, again, show you how to use the powder and how I doctor up my hairlines for especially the 12FS8 Shaded Praline. I am very fair. My natural hair color is gray, very light mousy brown. I do pull out a tiny section of my hair from about the temple down below. I pull it out, kind of fan it up, and I have to color it to make it look somewhat. It's not a perfect match, but I think for the most part it fools the eye with my powder. I will show you guys how to do that. And the main thing that I wanted to gab about this Sunday is getting the courage to wear your wig out in public, getting the courage to wear it to work. People know that you have thin hair by now, the people you see every single day. All of a sudden, you show up to work with maybe a whole different style or a lot more hair, and they're going to notice. They see you every day. Here's the thing. You need to not care what people think, what they say, what they're saying behind your back, all the little sneers. I like to live in a little bubble and pretend, I guess, that people just will support you and not do that. We're grown-ups, and that is not the case, unfortunately. I can't believe it. But it is what it is. I've had some people comment saying that they are a nurse, they work with some women that are very catty, and actually went up to her and pulled or lifted her wig or her hairpiece or something, called a male person over that they work with, had him do that. What the heck? I can't believe it. So this is the thing, you guys. You are in charge of your own body. Period. You put up a wall, you put up your bubble, and you don't let anybody get past that. Somebody comes up to you and even starts putting her hand near you. If you feel uncomfortable with that, you say, whoa, you stop their hand. I don't care. You say, you don't need to be touching my hair. And they'll be, well, I just wanted to see if it was. No, you don't touch my hair. You need to set your boundaries and make them very clear. Period. No. Unacceptable. Nobody is allowed to do that unless you invite them to do that. Period. I don't care what your age is. I don't care if you're 18, 69, whatever. You set your boundaries where you feel comfortable, and you don't let anybody change that for you. Absolutely. If you don't want anybody touching your hair, you let them know right off. No. You can be nice about it. Personally, I really don't think I would be nice about it. I would just say, you know what? No, you guys don't need to be feeling my hair. I don't care for you to do that, period. Well, you wear a headpiece or whatever. You say, yeah, I do, and that's my business. If you're not comfortable with it, that's your problem. So don't be shy. It's all about confidence. If you are kind of a non-confrontational person and personality, that's okay. But you have to own yourself. You have to decide what is acceptable and what isn't. And they need to respect that. If they don't, you need to let them know, you have crossed a line, and I am not very comfortable with that, period. This stuff just drives me crazy. Absolutely drives me crazy. You have to find your voice. You have to find your voice. And people can find their voices at different times in their life. So if you're maybe in your middle of your life and you still haven't found your voice, maybe that's why you're on this wig journey. Who knows? Maybe it's time to find your voice and to say, you know what? I feel dang good in my wig. I'm not going to let these idiots stop me from enjoying my life with my wigs. Period. Oh, I just get so infuriated with grown-up bullies out there. Remember this, you guys. Remember this. People who are like that, people who are sneering at you and they know you see them because they want you to, people that talk behind your back for this whole wig thing and in general, they are so insecure about themselves. They have issues, you guys. They have their own problems. They are transferring that onto you, and it is not your problem. You just push it away. Not your problem. The happier you are about yourself, the smile you have on your face, feeling great, that is a huge threat to them. And just don't care. Don't care about it. Period. The first thing you need to do so you can get out there with your wigs and feel great is to find that wig that when you finally get comfortable with seeing yourself with some hair, you have hair. You have hair. Get comfortable with it. It's like, okay, I like this. Get comfortable with it first. And then my big issue was securing the wig. If I could secure that wig and know that I feel pretty good with it, very good with it, I knew that was my last step, and then I was going to get out there. First, I had to get used to the having hair, then it was securing the wig, and then finally, okay, I know now that if I look around, my wig's not going to slip off. If the wind blows, it looks okay. Check, and then I was ready to get out there. I was nervous. I was nervous to get out there the first time. First, I kind of walked to the mailbox across the street from my house, Somebody drove by in a car. They weren't even looking at me, but I'm like, okay, and then it's like, oh, okay, I can do that. Next, I was driving in my car and I had to go to the post office. I don't see these people, and did that and boom, got that done. Maybe just kind of jump out there little by little. Do it on a weekend when you don't have work or whatever your day off is. And then when you feel pretty comfortable with that, you didn't have anything weird happen, with your wig and all of that, you felt great, you felt really dang good, then you wear that wig to work. Something that I did was I posted on my Facebook page. I said, you know what? I am over this thinning hair. Wigs have come a long way. I am totally, I don't remember what I actually said, but I just kind of announced, yeah, I'm wearing these wigs. And I said, it is fun and freeing. And I had all kinds of likes, this is great, blah, blah, blah. So, at least if I ran into one of my Facebook friends at the store, they know, and you could do that. I think it's easier when you just let people know that you're wearing wigs now and you feel great about it. Tell people at work, yeah, tomorrow I am wearing a wig, especially people you're friends with and everything. And then, it just sort of starts floating out there, how people talk. If for people that you could care two flips about, who cares about them? It doesn't matter. But yeah, I find that with people that you are friends with, people you're going to see, my clients I see every month, I let them know. And it just makes it a little bit easier, I think. There are a lot of people who really go through the trouble of doing a transition, and that might work for you. It could, where you will stick to a color very close to your hair, a hairstyle that's very close to your regular hairstyle, and then you kind of introduce yourself that way. And if that makes you feel more comfortable and makes it easier for you, then that is a great idea. A lot of people do that, and that's wonderful. For me, it's like, you know what? I don't care about that. I don't care about making it easier on that in that way, because it makes it easier on you too to make that transition. I'm like, nope, I'm wearing a blonde wig and changing it up every day. But you got to do what is most comfortable to you. The bottom line is, you set your boundaries. This is not about anybody else. If it brings you joy and happiness, then you need to work with that, and you need to make that happen for yourself. If you are a very quiet, non-confrontational person, something like this and a change like this and dealing with these other people at your work or at school, college, high school, whatever the age you are, you need to carry yourself with confidence. You need to hold your head up and feel great. And then inevitably, those idiots are going to approach you or do what they're going to do, whatever they do. Just remember, you guys are so insecure about yourself, but I'm not. And you can choose to meet them face to face, eye to eye, and ask them, I don't know what your problem is. But if you'd rather not, then don't. Just let them. That's what I do. I would just let them do their little snares, whatever. You could even look at them and smile, whatever. That annoys people like that more than anything. And it will get easier. It will get easier every single time you get out there. I still get a little nervous if I have to go to the store, and I'm wearing a new wig, say this one. I'm not convinced yet that maybe this doesn't look, but you know what? Who cares? So, yeah, you just got to get out there, you guys. Open that door, get out there. Little baby steps, maybe take a walk in your neighborhood with it on. Take your car and go somewhere that maybe you don't have to actually physically get out of your car. Go through the drive-thru, get some lunch. I don't know. Get out there. Just get out there that first time. Come back to your house and go, okay, well, I did that. And then just kind of get out there a little bit more. Go to the store, go to the post office. Maybe go somewhere where you're kind of in and out. Go see a movie. They see you, you get your ticket, the lights go off, and you watch a movie. You come, you leave, you go home. Get out there, though. Get out there in some way. You have to do it. You're going to love it. Just know you're going to be so proud of yourself. So proud of yourself for finally saying, you know what? I'm sick of this. I'm going to do the wig thing, the topper, whatever it is that you've decided is going to make you feel better about yourself. And then now you do feel better. You like the way you look in your house. You love the way it feels and looks. You have fun playing with it. Maybe you've even bought a couple different styles, but you haven't yet gone out there. You need to get out there. Okay? I hope this helped. I hope it did. I wish I could go everywhere with any of you that are having issues, especially with these grown-up bully people. I just can't deal with people like that. Okay, I hope that helped. All right, so I have done this side of Alia and my hairline with my powder. I will link this powder down below in the Show More box. It is just called Fill-In Powder. I will let you know what color it is that I am using. That it works pretty well with this 12FS8 Shaded Praline. I do sometimes use this as well with when I wear my Shaded Biscuit. Shaded Biscuit, that rooting in the Raquel Welch line is a little ashier than this very warm medium to dark brown that is used in this color. Okay, so if you have not seen how I prep my hair before I put my wig on, you know that well, you wouldn't know, but I do take a tiny little section of hair out before I put my wig on. Let's get started on how I like to doctor up my hairline. So let's compare sides. This side I have already done, and this side I haven't. So if you can see, for one thing, there is the telltale seam right here. This happens with some John Renau wigs, and it did with this one. It doesn't bother me, really, because I know I can hide it. I don't really feel it, and it's not uncomfortable. So it's a matter of aesthetics and just getting rid of that seam and what you can see with your naked eye. So we're going to do that with this powder. And then, as you can see, my natural hair this is where I take it out, and you can see my bio hair, very ashy, kind of gray, all right in here. So there's two things that I want to do. I want to actually put the powder. This is a root powder. It is waterproof. I got it at Ulta, where you'd buy hair color. And I'm going to put this on my skin as well as bring it out on top of my hair. So what I do is, I got to look at my mirror here, here is that seam, right? So I'm going to take that and I'm going to pounce this powder right on that seam. And it's okay if I get it right there on my hair as well, because I do see some of my regular hair right there. So I'm going to just do that. It looks like my whole wig is kind of a little back. That's okay. I'll just kind of take it all the way up in this area. I'm just stippling at this point. Stipple, 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 dragging it on my skin. And then we'll take our finger and we will kind of blend those edges out. Okay. So here is where my bio hair comes out as well, right in here. I'm going to take that at first kind of lightly and bring it right on top of that. And then I'm going to start pressing. I'm really pressing hard now, and I'm stippling that. And I'm going to kind of get it over here on my wig as well. So now that bio hair that's showing isn't looking so noticeable because it was so light and ashy. Now I'm over here. I'm going to pull this out so I can actually see my skin. And I'm going to take this right on top and on the skin underneath that hair. So I'm going to take that, bring it on the skin as well. I have a tiny little bit here. I'm just going to lightly do that. And now I'm going to bring this right onto the actual hair. Cover up some of that gray I have and darken it up in general. Then I'm going to take this and I'm just going to kind of smear this out and blur it a little bit. Okay. Then I'm just going to even this out. I'm going to bring this up a little higher like I have on the other side. Blur it up. And there you go. And that is how I do that. It gives a little bit of an illusion that if my hair blows back or if I just kind of brush it back, that is not blaring difference between the colors of my hair and the wigs. So that is how I do that. I appreciate you guys for watching my videos. I'm having so much fun. I'm going to be making a video pretty quick here on SPF and the fallacies behind the sun protection factor SPFs out there, mainly geared around the skin of the face because that's kind of my focus. So I'm going to be doing that one here real quick. If you have any questions or anything you want me to cover in that, however, because I haven't filmed it yet, let me know, and that would be wonderful. It would give me a little bit more to kind of do my little I always like to write up what I'm going to be talking about when it comes to those kind of videos, so I'm not rambling on like I am now. So yes, we're going to talk about SPF in that one. The fallacies behind them, what's the difference between an SPF 15 and an SPF 50, you'd be surprised. So anyway, okay, until next time, guys, stay young at heart, and I'll see you real soon. Bye-bye.